check, check, check.
Yep, gotcha. All right.
All right, welcome.
Again.
Back here, Sunday morning.
Glutton for punishment, right? Back for more.
They changed the layout on the clock, so hopefully they'll change it back for the game, but we'll see here. People are enjoying messing with the new scoreboard, so. Oh, there it goes. They put it back.
Yeah, they'll get it back. They're still, it's kind of up. I think they're working it through. All right.
Coming off an interesting win last night for Omaha, 7-1. The Okoboji Mammoths. All right, it's game time. Junior Lancers picking up the pucks as we get started here.
Sorry, having a little family emergency at the moment, so we'll see how that goes, unfortunately. So, thoughts and prayers to my family back down in Kentucky. My mom's having some issues, potential heart attack, so that's not something I wanted to hear right this morning.
No.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
It's good. She's got family there with it.
At least she got somebody with her.
Oh, absolutely.
Yep.
We got my sister and my brother. My brother's a pastor down there in Kentucky, so I'm sure they're all together. The whole church is going to be there with her. And
saying some prayers. That's good.
Absolutely. So they're well being taken care of. So.
All right. So Williams in between the pipes again today.
Yeah, he's been having to play quite a bit here lately with Alf here. He's still recovering from some injuries.
Boys coming out. Let's see, we're going to have Preble, Samard, Sidoric, Vaughn, and Bianchetti.
Yes, what were we, 7-0 game last night?
Yep, it was 7-0, sorry. 7-0, not 7-1.
So once again, we kind of feel a little bit for these Okoboji kids. You know, a lot of these guys played both games. I know 13 there in front. I have to look at the names here, but that kid, as much as these guys had to skate, you skate with 11, you skate with 9 against varsity. That kid was still hustling to every play. And amazing how some of these boys can keep going. And I say, I'm looking at numbers now. I think a lot of these guys did play both games, so if not all. But boy, that's a short bench.
Puck over to the far side, picked up by Samard, and Boji sends it into the far corner. Boji there to get it, sends it over to the near, up top. Bianchetti trying to get a stick on it. Preble smacks it back behind the net. Boji there to get it, sends it over to the far side, and a hit as Bianchetti separates the man from the puck. Puck on the near side, shot taken, deflected by the goaltender over to the near side. Samard getting it, taking it behind the net. He's got Sidoric up top. Nope, he's going to go to the far side to Vaughn. Vaughn stepping in, looking to pass, takes a shot, deflected to the far corner. Picked up by Bianchetti on the far side. Sidoric getting it, Bianchetti getting it to Samard. Samard to Preble. Just a little mishandling there as the puck comes over. Picked up by Boji, takes a shot, deflected by Williams, sends it behind the net, and picked up by Samard. Samard still battling it on the wall there as Boji coming up with it. Deflected by Williams to the far, picked up by Vaughn. Vaughn sending it up top, hitting Samard. They send it back though. Deflected by Williams to the far corner again. Vaughn slapping that one out. Deflected by Samard, picks it up, takes it out of the zone. Samard's got Sidoric to his left as he's coming up 2-on-2. Gets it to Sidoric. Ooh, as he lifts that one. Ice Monster got him on that. Now, I will say this. I was told yesterday that quite a few of the boys must have had an issue with getting their skates sharpened because they were tripping up quite a bit yesterday.
They have the sharpener here. They have the Sparks machine, but there's some issues with the Sparks machine. I think the wheel if it gets left off, a screw gets left off, when they change it out, it locks in, and you can't take it out unless you break the wheel. So right now it's locked in at a level that it's only good for certain kids.
Oh, that's that'll do it.
Yeah, mine was one that he said, well, it's at 5/8, that's mine. It's good for me, but I think it had been locked before at like half or something, where it worked better for others, but yeah, unfortunately, maybe we need to reevaluate who's allowed to touch the machine and make sure it's set up right. I guess it says it's magnetizes or something if you don't put screws so the thing doesn't fall off, but you can't get it out afterwards unless you break it. Oh, geez. I guess those wheels aren't cheap either, right?
No, they are not. I have one at home.
Yeah.
But deflected.
You probably know more about it than I do.
They do. Well, it depends on the version they have, too, because there's different versions of it, but those wheels are definitely not cheap. I will say that. Stop a play by the goaltender. Still on the Okoboji side. Zach going to take the drop. He's joined by Bruce, Stonebreaker, Barron, and Roeder. Ian. Waiting on that drop.
There it is.
Right in the face of the referee as it comes to the near corner. Zach trying to get away. Gets some help there from Roeder. Gets tripped up a little bit, but gets it to Bruce. Bruce holding on to it. Sends one at the goaltender. Deflects it. Over to the near corner. Grabbed by Barron. Takes a shot. Deflected behind the net. Zach trying to shovel one in as it comes over to the near side. Bruce stepping up, trying to get a hold of it. Keeps it in the near corner. And Boji comes out with it. Back in Omaha territory. Roeder puts him in the boards. Deflected into the corner and a hit laid. I think Zach's going in the sin bin on that one.
No. No, didn't see it. I was fortunately looking down, trying to get the roster here for Boji, so we kind of call by names here.
No, maybe not.
A little bit.
One of the Boji players went slamming into the wall. Like couldn't tell if. Well, no, they are going to put Ian in the box for that one. It looks like.
Okay. Well.
They're calling for a medic who's coming out now.
Yeah, this is a Boji team that can't afford to lose any players either, so hopefully he's all right. I didn't see it.
Got a bad reflection here, but I did hear that slam.
I heard it, yeah. And I would have to believe, Zach's not a player that is one that, and he's kind of putting his hands up like, hey, it was just a normal hit. Maybe it kind of went in awkward. We'll see what the call is.
It almost looked like, from what I could somewhat tell, the player may have lost an edge as he was going in.
Well, that could be, but yeah. Yeah, these guys know what the situation is here with playing this team. So they're not, I wouldn't believe that any of them would try to injure anybody. And in any game, really, for that matter. You know, you get some rivalries, but this is a team that we don't know any of these players. They're new. They know they're outmanned a little bit, but hey.
That was a fairly clean game yesterday, too.
Yeah.
A couple of smaller penalties, but nothing crazy.
I think even like varsity last night, I think we had one penalty apiece, I think, during the game. Well, ours was like a trip or something. You know, inadvertent, nothing major, but who am I?
So Coach Kinder came out to talk to the player.
Yeah, see if we can help. Hopefully it's nothing major.
He's still down, holding his head right now. I can't tell if.
Yeah.
I haven't seen much movement. I hate to see that.
He's on his knees, so it's a little better sign maybe. Just boys are looking over from both sides, showing some concern. Anyhow, still 12-17 left here in the first.
Slight technical difficulties with our clock.
What is there? Oh, that's what we're looking at. I gotcha.
It's Sunday morning.
It is. It's taken a little hiatus this morning. Well, thanks to we missed you yesterday evening, but Robbie Samard just came over and joined, so we had a good time calling the varsity game. He's been around this team for, well, now 4 years for Eli and second year for Luke. So good to have him in, although he was making us take bets and stuff during the game.
Well, you know.
There's only one. Pat won. So it was all about how fast can the Zam driver cut the ice here. I was like, it's a different guy. I'm not sure how fast he is. Well, he was really adamant about it. He went into splits on each lap and everything. It was like, man. Glad we weren't taking bets on laps and everything, but
Players still
players
down.
stood down. They've opened the door, looking like they're getting some help over there. I know there's a lot of parents that are, medically trained in the team.
They do
here
have a
as
medic
well.
over there. So
yeah, the medic's there as well, and Got some parents coming out. I'm sure there's others that can help. Kind of surprised the Boji coach hasn't come over himself. He might be going now. I think that's probably he's just instead of going across the ice, he might be going around.
Walking around. Looks like it.
Probably smart. You want to crack yourself on the ice. Anyhows, what else going on? Anything?
No. Hate to see.
Texans knocked off the Chargers last night. That was surprising. We were 6-0 when we left, but I think Texans came back 132-12 or something. It wasn't even close. Ravens took out Steelers. So more football going on today. National championship game coming up next week. About a week away. Ohio State Buckeyes. Boo. Sorry. You see how root for against Notre Dame. Not that I'm a Notre Dame fan, but.
They still got the player down, and but you hate to see. So he's right by the door right now. Coach got to him.
Yeah.
He's right by the door right now. So you hate to see the fact that they haven't moved him off the ice by now.
Yeah.
So that's not good.
Yeah. We've seen that happen before. Actually, with one of our own players got hurt. Wynn was hurt a couple months ago, and they had to wait for an ambulance to come. So it was in the same location too, right next to the door. And I'd say generally they don't want to move a player, but in this case he's not laying on his back or anything. He's up. They're not holding his head. It doesn't look like he's
he's slouched over.
The medic is actually holding right behind his head, so it may be. But he's down over on his knees. But obviously he's not going to come back, so that's going to put this team even more short-manned.
Yeah, they got the medics down there now.
Yeah.
And looks like they may be bringing out a cart.
And they're opening the doors and see if they can get them off the ice. And they do. Yeah, they have. There's a couple other parents I think down there that Omaha parents that I think are medics as well, or medically trained. They're out down there helping, so that's good to see.
As is some of the arena staff. So
yeah. So we got this game. We got another game afterwards. Pick it up again next week here at home, so anybody can make a game. Come take on your rivals, Lincoln Junior Stars.
Dun, dun, dun.
We had some tough ones. Yeah, I think they must have called an ambulance or something because they opened the thing.
It's going to get a little frosty in here for a couple minutes.
Yep. But, we'll take on Lincoln again. They're right behind us in the playoffs right now. I think we moved up quite a bit on the standings last night with the win. Top 8 go to the playoffs, I believe is how that goes, if I remember right. I was getting confused if JV was 6 and Rushdie's 8 or something like that, but doesn't mean a whole lot.
Pat says you're correct.
Yes, that's yeah, I get one every once in a while.
Our fact checker.
Yep. That's why we keep him around, because somebody's got to keep us in line. Last year, I think we were one of the higher. I don't remember. We were the 2nd seed. They're gonna take a break here while we wait for young man to get taken off the ice and be taken care of. So,
hate to see that, but probably a good move just to get the boys.
But we had jumped last night. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Well, no, we didn't. We jumped back down. I guess everybody else's scores got in too, because everybody else ahead of us must have won. Right now, we are tied with Ames on points. They're ahead of us due to a win and whatnot, because they're 14-8. We're 13-8. We've had some overtime games and earned us some points. Lincoln's in 8th right now at 24 points. So they're clinging to a playoff spot, so they're going to be hungry to come back in and play. And I think Lincoln JV, is like in 2nd or something like that. So they've been playing well. And it's kind of the reverse there for us. As Omaha, we really need to win some games as we're sitting, I think, in 5th. Only the top 6 go, so we got about an 8-point advantage over Waterloo jumping in. So we're still in a good position. But Lincoln JV 17-2. They're actually in 3rd. Believe that. Boy, some good teams out there this year in JV. And there are 2 teams that are 19-1 and 18-1, with the Capitals and Sioux City, followed by Lincoln and then Dubuque. Omaha in reach of getting past Dubuque and maybe getting into the 4th. I don't know that you can. You could still catch Lincoln, but you're going to have to beat them a couple times.
It's possible. I mean, we did beat them the first meeting,
time,
so hopefully they can focus and remember.
Yeah, we still got a good team here. I'm make assumption that we're going to win this game. All right. Shouldn't make assumptions, but
You'd hope.
We've got a fairly good schedule for us remaining, playing Fremont and Boji and a couple of these teams that are struggling and whatnot. But you still got to play Sioux City. That's a good team on both levels. Des Moines, Oak Leafs. I'm not sure how they were in JV. I know varsity. They're
JV. We got swept by them.
Well,
weekend.
Oak Leafs we haven't played yet.
Oh, the Oak. I'm sorry. I'm thinking Capitals.
Yeah, Capitals are in first right now. So yeah, absolutely. But the Oak Leafs are toward the bottom. They're 8-12. So you'll play them at the end of the season for JV. They're in a playoff spot for varsity. So there's a lot can happen still. I mean, big thing is to make it to the weekend, right? Make it to the playoffs. Omaha, 3-time defending champion JV team. So no pressure whatsoever.
None at all.
Just got to get there, though, right?
Yep.
Varsity hasn't won in a while, but they do make the playoffs at the end of the year. I think we finished, I don't remember what we finished last year, like toward the bottom because we lost round one. I want to say we were a 2nd seed and played the 7 seed and we lost 1-0. And it was like, how's that happen? A team that you dominated during the year, it's like, boy, every one of those boys were sick that weekend. And you hate to say it's an excuse, but it was like the flu bug hit everybody at once and they just looked terrible. And we lost 1-0. So,
yeah,
goaltending was good, but we just couldn't get anything going. And, boy, that's what you
it's
hate.
hard when you're struggling to breathe already.
Yeah, and it's just, you could tell nobody had any energy. Nobody had any get up and go. But then you had to go and turn around soon after that and go play nationals out in Philadelphia because you still qualified. We did okay in nationals. We won some games, made it to the playoffs, lost in the quarters, but lost to Sioux City. Eventual national champions. Congratulations to them. We're saying, hey, if we win it this year, where are we going to put another banner? We were talking about that last night because, that one's massive. That's on the wall to our left.
Huge.
Yeah, that's.
There's plenty of wall space.
Maybe
you move that one over there below the scoreboard and then put the new one up there.
Maybe. I think you need a smaller one on the next one. That thing's massive. Yeah, I think the team really needs to get, coordinated a little bit here at the end of the season. We've struggled this year, just lines, how they're working, who's playing with who.
Injury hasn't helped that either.
No, and I think, JV's done okay. That's just a lot of new bodies, I think, coming in. You're right, a lot of injuries, guys coming in and out, but they'll mature as the season goes along.
Yeah.
Varsity, not a whole lot of injuries, but just, I don't know, just a different year. New coaching, new this and that, but although Coach Kinder's done a good job, he's a guy that's well known by most of these guys, so shouldn't be there. I think it's more of just trying to get the right personnel together. So
sometimes that takes a little time.
Yeah, we talked about that last night with guys that even last on when Lincoln, we were playing Lincoln the other night. I think Natalie actually brought up a really good point. Somebody who's played inside the game, she's like, yeah, you got good players. Sometimes you put them together. It doesn't mean they're going to play well together. And finding that right mix of just the right people, that guys maybe you didn't think would be good line mates, that turn out. We've seen that. Wagner and Erstad, 2 guys that are absolutely the same type of player, but you wouldn't think you'd want to put those guys together, right?
Yep.
But they're clicking. So
sometimes that helps.
So, yeah, just trying to find out who's who. And I don't know, have we seen a lot of moving around with the JV team?
A little bit, at least on defense. Not so much on the forward side.
Yeah, it seems like it's been pretty static. And maybe with teams, playing tough games against like Lincoln, do you do that? It's kind of hard now late in the season, too. Like, now's not the time you want to have to start moving things around and try to really mess with when you were winning.
Well, the defensive side, I think, has only happened as a result of the injuries that we saw.
Well, absolutely.
Tyler and Koa both getting injured, and
well, you've seen Lee actually move up and play defense or offense, this weekend already, and on Thursday night, and we saw him and Wynn just kind of swapping places last night a little bit. I don't know if that was because we were ahead a lot or what, but ambulance is here, so we'll get this young man taken care of and wish him the best. Hope that he's all right. But hope this is mainly out of precaution and nothing really major.
They still are kind of immobilizing his head right now, it looks like. So.
Yeah, it was hard to tell because it looks like he's up on his knees. That's interesting that's a different way of doing it. But, yeah, you're right. The medics taking no chances here, and so let's just make sure. So, like we said, the hit. I didn't see it. I'd only heard it. It's not a kid that would ever go after somebody like that. He's even hardly taken a penalty this year, so I think it may be just a awkward hit. We've seen a lot this year, even throughout the season, where guys go to throw a hit, you'll get a boarding call because the last second that player will turn their back to you, and it's absolutely hard to pull up. Yes, it's the right call still to get whatever the call is, and I would imagine that the 2-minute up there is likely a 2 and a 10, if that's the call. Like I said, I didn't go back and look and see if it was a boarding call or what it was, but check from behind, something like that. But we'll take a look at that too, see what they called, if they put it up yet. Let's see. No, they haven't put it up yet, I don't think. Oh, no, they did. It says just a 2-minute. Yep, he got a 10 and 2 for boarding is what it was. So so he'll sit for 12 minutes the rest of the period. And somebody will have to serve the penalty. Not the way to start Sunday morning, right?
No. Nope. They are bringing out the stretcher, so they are going to immobilize him. That'll take a little bit of time here.
So probably another however long it takes them to get here. And one, you got to worry about the Boji team and how mentally they are after the game. They don't want to see them when their players lost. But
yeah, you hate to see this.
Yeah.
Hopefully he's all right. They're just doing this out of precaution. But
yeah. There's a lot of folks down there talking. I don't have my glasses. Hold on, get my glasses on. Pat's showing us this video here.
Pat's instant replay.
Oh, I can hit play. Play. It's not doing anything. It's not moving. I probably went too slow. It probably was. Oh, that's where it goes. Okay. Oh, it didn't look like much at all. It really didn't.
No, I think he lost an edge more than anything.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. It just was a shoulder-to-shoulder hit just as he turned, and he just kind of went into the board weird. It didn't even look like he went head first into the board. So, yeah, not anything that Zach was, you can tell there's no intent.
Malicious, yeah.
The puck was there. He just went shoulder to shoulder just as the guy turned, and he just was probably a couple feet off the boards and went in awkward, lost an edge, and went in. So I'm going to guess his head probably hit, you can imagine, a concussion or something. Yeah. So, all right, well, other than that, all the stuff I had to talk about to fill up time for the rest of today and this afternoon has just been
done.
used. So, yeah, that's it. That's all I got. That's all I get on a Sunday.
Sometimes, you can't say much.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes we say too much.
Yeah.
Well, any of the folks, we talked to the goaltender's mom, Wolf, here for Okoboji last night after the game. She came and talked to us, and my understanding was they have a live stream, but not necessarily they don't have any audio for the live stream.
Oh.
So I think a lot of them were listening, so we appreciate you guys listening. We try to be fair. You can give us feedback. That's okay. We don't mind.
Yeah.
Sometimes we get a little bored. Sorry if we cracking a few jokes. It's nothing personal to anybody.
We joke about our own kids, too.
Oh, my goodness. I've been told coaches listen to us afterwards and let the boys listen because we're brutally honest at times. So we try to keep it clean, just call what we see. We know that it's first year for the team from Okoboji. First year back after they were here several years ago, and it's a struggle always. I can only imagine that they lost a lot of seniors because they're a young team to start with. They're a small team from a small area, so that's tough to come into this league. And everybody's kind of like, hey, what does this Midwest League really look like? And you go back and look at some of the players that came out of here long ago from, back and back. Like the leading scorer for in the history of OJL is Jed Ortmeyer, who played in the NHL. So, but then you look back at those years of where did he go from this league? And he went straight to the USHL. Well, that doesn't happen anymore. This league has changed quite a bit since then. Those were back before the days of, all these AAA teams that just popped up everywhere. I equate this league to pretty much a AA type level league, probably a high end sometimes. But if you look at the AAA, and a lot of us, our kids have played AAA over the years, and we got tired of dealing with what we were dealing with, the cost and the travel and this and that, so we moved on to something like this. But I see a lot of kids in this league that have the same skills as AAA, or even more so skilled. So don't take it that it's, a pushover league. So that's why you got to be cautious when new teams come in of are they meeting a certain standard. So, hopefully they give Okoboji a little time to develop hopefully they get new players. You know, like I said, we saw some good players. I honestly seeing them come in at 0-16 or whatever and going, wow, these guys are getting just beat up. Are they just terrible skaters? They're really not. You know, they got some good players. They're small and they're just outmanned, and it's hard, especially guys that are playing both games, and you're going to play this, and then you're going to play a varsity guys, and a team like Omaha that we have like 2 guys that swing back and forth usually.
Yeah,
and it's 2 of your top scorers, if not your 2 top scorers from JV are the guys that are swinging. And we run 4 lines. We're one of the few teams in the league that runs 4 lines consistently all the time throughout. You know, very rare unless it's the end of a game and you're down by a goal and you really need certain ones. We'll call time. We'll get a certain line in maybe, but generally we just run 4, and we got legs. So you're going against a team that's got 2 lines last night in varsity. And even this JV team, pretty much 2 lines throughout, and it's the same guys. You can only imagine. And I think we made a call last night during the varsity game. I was like, hey. Puck was going in the zone. Our defenseman was there. Both guys from Boji were on his tail, and they both kind of pulled away and backed off. And Robbie had said, well, yeah. He says, I have to believe that's because they went to position versus go get the puck. He goes, they've got to be exhausted. They just know there's no way they're going to catch up to them. Why would I put myself in a position now to be way out of place? So actually it's a smart play, knowing, hey, I got to get over here where I can maybe knock down a pass or something. So like I said, I don't think they've got bad players by any means.
Sometimes you got to save your legs, especially since you got another day of it.
I think if they have 2 teams of guys about like that can just split, play it, especially goaltending. Poor kid there for Okoboji last night. Boy, he played absolutely lights out last night. Yeah, I know. You're like, he gave up 14 goals. It's like they put 60-some-odd shots on, and I would tell you there were more than that. There was a ton that weren't recorded. That kid probably made 60-some-odd saves last night. So, well, hats off to him. He played well. Like I said, my son actually took a shot, and I thought he did a heck of a job waiting him out. Young man sitting on his backside, pulls it out of the air with his glove. I was like, holy cow, and that was just a heck of a shot, too. My son, he even told me later, he goes, I can't even be upset by that. That's a nice play. So these guys recognize it, and they know. And you hear some of nobody likes to play these games. The team losing and the team winning because they're not fun. And Wyatt came back last night. He goes, I'll say it was – for what it was more of a fun game than I would have anticipated, just because they do hustle at least, and they try to make it a game. We've seen games you're blowing out teams and the team just doesn't care and they're just laying back and
they just rolled them over.
Okay, good. Yeah, all the paramedics are down there. So the family's there in Boji. Yeah, he's well cared for. A bunch of paramedics are there. A bunch of medics, families, coaches on both sides. Everybody's there making sure he's okay. Looks like nobody's frantic, so that's good. Yeah, it usually means he's talking and he's moving. They're just checking to make sure everything's all right. Yeah, it was nothing from the Omaha player that was trying to just kill the guy into the boards. No, it was just a shoulder-to-shoulder hit. It wasn't much at all, really. He just went in awkward. They called it board just because of where it was on the ice. I mean, he was a couple feet from the boards. And honestly, if he'd been a foot and a half closer, he probably would have just hit the boards, bounced off, and kept on. We would have never even thought about it. It's just a common hit, but unfortunately, I've seen that a few times.
I've also heard it where refs will sometimes call a harder penalty just because somebody got hurt.
Well, that happens
too. And sometimes that happens.
So no intent there, but we saw that. And once again, back to our AAA days at tryouts, we used to get some kids come out and probably weren't anywhere near the level they needed to be, but they wanted to go to the tryout and see where they stood. And I saw one where a young man was standing a foot from the board. And one of our better players that was on that team during tryouts just came out and just nudged him. All he did, just pushed like you would as you're going to go to get the puck. And he just lost his edge and just fell. And he hit the boards. Well, he ended up in the hospital because he was out just like this. He was out cold for like 5 minutes. And, that's scary. And the kid, who was a kind of a cocky kid to start with because, he was our leading scorer. But was kind of freaked out about it. He's looking like, oh, my God, I didn't even think I did anything. And everybody kept telling him, you didn't do anything. That's common. It just was, he didn't see anybody there, and he just fell over sideways, hit his head, caught it on the board, just in the wrong place. But, fortunately, that kid's fine. Yeah, he spent a little time in the hospital. He's now playing in this league as well. And, happy he's doing well. We know his parents. They used to actually play in Omaha here with us. So, but
and they're moving him.
Yeah, that's good.
Looks like they got him on the stretcher now.
Good. They're moving him on the board. They got him on the board. They'll move him over here soon. So we should be starting here in the next 5-10 minutes. But there's our perspective of things you see. How does this league rate against other leagues? I think it's a lot of these kids all could play AAA if they're about a step behind. Everybody's like, what's that mean? It's like, well, that when you're going up the ice and you see a lane and you have to make that immediate pass, our guys stop for a second and think about it for that one extra step, and then you're too late. So, and that's the difference in the speed of games. You look here, you look at NHL, you look these guys even. We do some of the same drills NHL players do. We have for years here in the AAA programs and everything else. And then it's like, all right, well, why can't we do it? Because they're so much faster. And
it's almost reflex at that point.
But even these guys, you'll make a pass from like your own circle all the way up to the other blue line, and they'll catch it on the tape and just go. And it's like, I'm amazed at that sometimes. Because we'll watch lower level leagues and guys can barely move their legs. And it's like, that's what I say with a team like Boji coming in. They're still skating hard, and they're working hard throughout. Oh, we've got the ice clear, so they should be starting here in just a couple minutes. But
they're taking him in the ambulance now.
Speed there. So. Hope he's all right. And we'll.
Hate to see that.
No.
Really hate to see that.
It's a game of hockey there. It's things happen. That's why they say, hey, these guys put in a ton of work. They're in great shape. So you see so many guys, you teach the kids to absorb hits. And that one, there's nothing either of them could have done different, really.
No.
I don't think this young man was expecting anything on his shoulder, but it was just a little shoulder hit, and it wasn't anything major. I wouldn't call it. They called it boarding. You couldn't really call it check. It wasn't even check from behind. It was a shoulder-to-shoulder hit. It just, it happens. But I'm saying any of these kids will probably tell you they feel terrible. They don't want to see anybody get hurt either.
Not like that, no.
Because we asked last night after the games, like, how are the teams? Especially teams you don't know. Are they chippy? Us in Lincoln, we're going to go at each other. We know those kids have played. At the end of the game, they're going to high five. Same with Sioux City. A lot of guys played together. But this is a team we don't know. Yep. And I asked, and he goes, well, at least for the varsity game, they said, I don't know if dirty was the word, but he said they were coming at us hard, which he said, I was a little surprised that as they'd already skated a game. I thought maybe the physicality, thinking we could slow us down a little bit. He goes, but that kind of fell away after that, and it was fine. He says there were some penalties that weren't called, but it was called even both sides, so the refs did a good job. It was fine. Let it play it out. And I think they recognize a game that's, do you want to stop the clock constantly? Call them penalties, because even refs are icings. At least icings when you get up by 6, it's still going to run the clock. So we'll see. Are they going to I assume we're just going to play with 10. 7, 8. Well, they only got 9. We're missing a guy.
Somebody just ran into the back.
Okay.
So.
I thought it was at 15. He went off and came back on. Maybe there's another. So they're going to rally the troops here for Okoboji. They're going to say, well, good for them. This is what I like to see here as a team. Is to me, not only you're going to rally your guys, you're probably going to say a little prayer for your friend and say, hey, guys. And we saw that last night after the varsity game, center ice, Boji players, and one of the Omaha players joined them. And, it's all about leave it on the ice at the end of the game, shake hands, make new friends. Yep, there's your next player.
Your 10th.
There's our 10th. So I don't know if I said the young man that got hurt. Boy, if he's one of the varsity players as well. There we go. So we'll look at they're going to rally up a little bit, and we'll go from there.
Omaha going to start it off with down a player then?
Yes. We should have 2 guys in the box, one for the 2 and one for, Zach will have to serve the 12 minutes total, but we should also have a guy that come out of the box for him and serve it. We'll see who that is. They're going to open the door. I'm sure that's what they're discussing is who we putting in.
Just waiting to see what's. Theoretically, we should have be on the Omaha side.
Yep. Should be a face-off in front of Williams as we start this 2-minute penalty kill. We're just saying last night is like, boy, I dressed really, really warm last night. Now we're going to get music. We had music. It's been kind of nice because we had to talk over the music. I dressed really, really warm last night and everything, and it's like, it was warm in here. Now I was like, I didn't because it wasn't as going to be as, and they opened the door. Now it's freezing in here.
And now my feet are cold.
I know. Left a heater pad. Left everything. I was like, trying to learn after the Lincoln game on Thursday night because, boy, was it cold in there. But it is the ice box for a reason, right?
It is icy.
Oh, man. All right,
Doesn't
there
help
we
when
go.
you're standing right below the louvers.
Yeah.
All right.
And see if it's Sidoric that's in the box. Who's in the box with? Thought maybe it was Sidoric. Serving the 2 minutes for Zach.
Let's see, we got
All right, here we go.
Preble, Crinklaw, Elkins.
A player to be named later. But I think it's Win on the right side, I think, isn't it?
All right.
Yeah,
Yep,
it's
yep,
Win.
it's Win. Puck comes over to the near side. Picked up by Boji in their territory. Brings one up to the near. Crinklaw trying to run some interference. Gets a pass of neutral ice and sends it across. Sent back over behind the net of Boji. Okoboji holding on to it. Picked up. Comes over near. Crinklaw again trying to run some interference as they come back over to neutral territory. Then gets a stick on that one as it comes back over the blue line. Picked up right away by Elkins. Elkins taking it back over neutral ice into Boji territory on the far side as he gets pushed into the boards on that one. One of the Boji players loses his stick during the hit. Crinklaw holding on to it behind the net. Gets a pass in front. Elkins taking a shot. Ooh, and he took a shot.
What a setup, though.
That was a heck of a setup, but
heck of a save.
Yeah. Deflected. Elkins going after it again. We're going to send it back to Omaha. Preble holding on to it now. Sending one. Arc back into Boji territory.
Yep, still
50 seconds left on the penalty kill. Boji holding on to it. Brings it out to the near side. Sends a pass across the ice. Preble kicks it right back at him. Boji was going in for a quick change as Frolov picks it up for Omaha. Got Roeder in front of the net.
There
Takes a shot. Go! Omaha!
Once again, as we see the setup here, his boy Roeder goes right to the front of the net. And that's not on your goaltender. I mean, Wolf's there. He's got two of his own players standing in front of him. All they had to do was turn around and pick Roeder up, and he's got no shot. Yeah, it's just a defensive breakdown there in the front of the net. And I don't even think Roeder got all of it. It looked like it.
I think Frolov may have.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see how it. Because it took a weird angle and it went up. Was it Roeder or was it Frolov that was in front of the net?
Roeder was in front of the net, but I think Frolov passed, came back, and I think he may have gotten the rebound.
Okay, I didn't know
hard to tell.
Roeder hit it because it took a weird pop, or if it hit one of the. Nope. Okay. So it didn't even hit Roeder. I thought he was trying to hit Roeder, who was standing right in front. I think it hit. It took a weird hop.
Yeah.
And it went over the shoulder. I think it probably hit one of the Boji players out front. Like I said, they were facing toward their goaltender. They need to turn around and just one of them face the corner and take the shooter or the passer, and the other guy take the guy in the front of the net. That's really all you need to do.
Puck comes over to the near side. Bruce trying to get a stick on it. Deflected. Picked up by Frolov. Omaha full strength as Sidoric comes back in. He's going to hold on to it. Gets the clear. Boji sends it over to the far side. Stonebreaker going after it. Deflects it. Stonebreaker picks it up for Omaha. He's going to come out of the zone. Bring that one over to neutral. Back into Boji territory on the near side. Takes a shot. Glove saved by the goaltender.
Yeah. Right now, the Boji players are looking, and it could be due to injury. You come out and you're a little shell-shocked already, but a lot of it's probably because of skating 2 games yesterday for most of these guys, and they look a little tired. Obviously, Omaha's going to have the much fresher legs with a big full bench, and the guys that only played 1 game each. So.
Yep, absolutely. And another change comes in for Omaha as Lee Elkins, Frolov, Sidoric, and Samard come in. Puck deflected, comes over to the near side. Gets it out to Lee. Lee stepping up, point man. And kick it back into the near to Frolov. Frolov gets it back over to Lee. Couldn't quite get a stick on it. Held on by Elkins. Kicks one forward to Frolov. Frolov's going to pass it off the wall to Samard. Takes it into the corner. Back behind the net. And he's going to take it to the far side. Passes it up top. Hits Lee. He hits Sidoric. Sidoric skates around up top in front of the net. Sends that one back. Trying to hit Frolov. Little miscue on that one. Omaha forced a reset. Picked up by Sidoric. Sidoric sending that back over to Elkins. Elkins Froloff got a man on him, but gets a pass off to Sidoric again. Kicking off the boards, picked up by Froloff again. Froloff bringing it back into the zone, over the near side. Stops it. Looking to pass. Nope, check that off the boards. Gets a pass off there to the far side.
A little rough on our passing right now on this power play.
Smart couldn't quite get it. Lee picks it up, comes in, takes a shot.
Oh, glove there.
Glove saved by the goaltender on that one.
Yeah, I mean, Boji does a good job of stacking the blue line when we try to enter. So we see ourselves getting, having a hard time handling the puck. We have to reset. We try to carry in. When you do those carry-ins and you see like 4 guys standing on the blue line, smart play is just to dump it in, right? Little dump it, especially with some speed. You got guys standing still. Dump it behind them. Go behind the defense. Pick it up. Reset. And by that point, everybody's in the zone. So little things we need to kind of work on right here.
Gets passed up top to Vaughn. Vaughn coming in, takes a shot, deflected by the goaltender. Almost gets it to Bianchetti as Krinklock comes in for another shot.
Oh, off the post.
Just off the post.
Oh, and he whistles it. The ref says, nope, I lost sight. Good shot there from Krinklock, but yeah, rings the post, comes right back out. Wolf, the goalie for Boji, fortunately he didn't knock in his own because it came right back underneath him, but able to corral and kick it out. Ref lost sight, thought he maybe had it covered, so he blows the whistle.
Busher taking the drop on this one. Kicks it back, picked up by Stonebreaker. Stonebreaker takes a shot as the goaltender drops that, or holds on to that one. Busher going to take the drop again. Gets it up top to Stonebreaker. Stonebreaker holds on to the far side. Gets it off the boards, passes to Bianchetti. Bianchetti sends it back to Pruce. Pruce up top, holds on to it, sends it back to, can't see that.
Stonebreaker.
Stonebreaker?
Yeah.
I couldn't see if it was a 13 or a 3.
Yeah.
Busher gets it now. There's their 13. Ooh. Takes a Stonebreaker, takes a slap shot, deflected over to the near side. Is Pruce going after it in Omaha territory. Holds on to it. Sends a pass across, clears it, and sends it back over to Krinklock. Krinklock takes it into the zone. Gets it to Stonebreaker. Stonebreaker coming ahead, takes a shot. Goaltender deflects. Picked up by Busher in the near side. Busher trying to hold on to it. They send one high in Omaha territory. Should be icing. And it is.
No. We're back to 5-on-5. 7.5 minutes left. 13-4 shots in favor of Omaha. 1-0 though.
Feels like we're a little bit later in the game, even though we're still in the first period.
I know.
With 7 minutes left.
It's going to be a little bit longer day than anticipated, but that's all right. Interest of safety, that's all right.
Got to do it.
So thanks to our medics, we do get medics at every game it's required, and I don't know if I assume a lot of these are volunteers sometimes, so we do appreciate the fact they're here and making sure these guys are safe and get the care they need. So
Elkins holding on to it, takes a shot, deflected over the near side. Barron trying to get a hold of it as Cooper holds on, sends a pass across, but intercepted, and goes back in Omaha territory. Wynn throwing on the afterburners again in Omaha territory. Getting the pass behind to Roeder. Roeder trying to get to Wynn.
Goodness.
Puck's in front of the net, but
Rolling.
Tyler getting a hold of it, bringing one forward. Back into Boji territory, deflected by Okoboji. Cooper almost gets a hold of it, goes to the far side. Elkins getting it. Sends it back over. Vaughn gets it off the boards to Barron. Barron trying to get it to Vaughn, but intercepted by Okoboji.
Yeah, Barron should just hold on to that puck right there. He's trying to get it to Vaughn, but Vaughn's got a guy right in his face. He's got tons of time. Just put your head up, look for the play.
Okoboji on the near side trying to get over as Tyler steps up to get it. Passes it back to Vaughn. Vaughn going to hold on to it. Sends it back over to the near side to Wynn. Wynn off the board. Gets it across. Picked up. Almost gets that to Elkins. A little bouncing there. Barron trying to hold on to it now. Elkins pushing it forward back into Boji territory as the Mammoths get it behind their own net. Brings it over to the near side. Up to Wynn. Tries a shot. Just couldn't quite capitalize on that one. Bianchetti deflects, but they're going to get it out and clear as it goes over to the far side of Omaha. And Williams stops it. Vaughn gets behind the net over to the near side to Wynn. Wynn getting the clear. He's got Samard coming out. Smart holding on to it. Brings it into the zone.
3-on-1.
Comes in, takes a shot. Puck goes high. Still in there.
That should be a hand pass.
It should have.
I don't know if he touched it or not.
I don't think he did.
Maybe he didn't.
Gets a pass behind the net. Samart going after it now. Comes over to the near side. Bianchetti going after it. Preble trying to hold on to it. Keeps it in play. Bianchetti grabs it. Takes it to the near corner. Still in the near side as Bianchetti gets it across to Simard. And then it goes back into the corner. Bianchetti trying to hold. Simard comes out with it. Got a man on him, though. Getting kind of hooked
a little bit.
Boji's going to get it cleared. Sends it across to the far side. Stonebreaker gets it right at the blue line. He's going to bury it deep into Boji territory.
There you go.
Stonebreaker comes and gets it.
Oof.
Little miscue there.
Pass right to him.
Sidoric grabs it, though, at the blue line. Brings it back in front of the net. Bianchetti takes a shot. Deflected over to the near side. Sidoric gets it. Bianchetti to the near. He's going to hold on. Gets it to Preble. Preble back into the corner to Sidoric. Over the far side. Going to dance in front. Got two men on. Kind of gets hooked on that one, though. Picked up, though. It's Preble getting it over the near side. Sidoric off the boards. Still on the near side is Bianchetti. Looks like he's coming off. Omaha's going to get a quick change. Simard holding on to it. Takes a shot. Wow. Deflected to the far corner. Puck over to the near side. And they're going to sail that over to Omaha territory. Icing called on Boji.
Williams thought about playing it just to keep this going, but
it's been a long shift.
Yeah, that was like a really long time in the offensive zone. Good for us, not so good for the defenders. I don't know. We had some good plays there. Like I said, there was that play where Simard it looked like he tried to hammer it down. He did that last night. You remember that play last night at the end of the game? We were telling Robbie last night. He didn't see it. That's his son. I was like, it was great. It was about a second and a half left. Luke catches the puck and just, while in his glove, just throws it in the net. All the players from Boji were like, had their hands like, what? You can't do that? And the ref kind of laughed, just kind of waves it off. Like, yeah, no, that's the end of the game, guys. I think that was Simard being like, the game's over. Let's just be done.
Boji takes it to the far side. They're going to hold on to it for a second and trying to get it clear. Referee stops it in play. We've hit the referees a couple times this weekend.
Oh, nice
comes
move.
in, Sprinkler goes in, tries to get it. Oh, stopped. I think the goaltender may have gotten that. As Elkins tries to hold on to it as he wraps his own, using the referee for some interference.
Oh, another save.
Stopped as Boji trying to come out now. Preble grabs it, sends it off the boards back to the near side to Krinclaw. Trying to get it past two. Couldn't quite cover that. Froloff gets it in the near side corner. Still got two men on him, though. Gets it behind the net to Krinclaw. Loses a stick as Elkins comes behind the net and get it. Pass in front of the net. Krinclaw takes a shot. Deflected, but great job by the goaltender on that one. Froloff trying to get it now. Still on the near side. He's going to dance with this one. Right in front of the net. Passes across. Picked up by Krinclaw. Krinclaw trying to get that shot taken. Deflected by the goaltender on the near side. Elkins going after it. Nope, check that. Preble coming in after it. Picked up by Krinclaw. Takes a shot again as they clear that one.
As off a skate.
Preble going after it now. Preble's going to get it. He's got Froloff up top. Nope, check that. Gets it to Elkins. Elkins going to come up with it. Oh, couldn't hold on to it. Bruce gets it on the far side. Passes it to Preble. Preble in Omaha territory. Gets it clear. Back over. Boji takes in their own territory. They're going to get it clear. Nope, check that. Lee gets it. Good stick by Lee. Trying to get a pass across. Gets it again on the far side. Dancing with that one. Takes a shot. Puck loose. Shot taken again on the far side by Froloff. Froloff on the boards, but stands his ground. Takes a shot again, wide to the near side. Preble, slap shot. Nope. I thought he was going to do it. Krinclaw tends it behind the net over the near side. Preble couldn't quite get a stick on that one as it goes back over the near. Held on by Lee. Lee takes it behind the net. Going to hold on to it for a second. Passes it across. Trying to hit that one. Almost got Busher. Comes over to the near side. Pass across. The passing has not been pretty.
Not in our own end, at least. It's pretty good in the offensive zone.
Yeah. Samar taking it off the board. He gets taken out on that one, but gets back up over the far side. Krinclaw trying to hold on to it. He's behind the net, dancing with that one. Trying to get a pass off the boards. Gets it to Vaughn. Vaughn sends it back into the corner. Puck loose in front of the net to Lee. Lee gets it back to, is that Elkins? No, Busher. Smart, Vaughn. Vaughn takes a shot, deflected. Good save by the goaltender. Stonebreaker trying to get it. Hit Dayton. Lee grabs it. Looking to do it. Set it back to near side. Picked up by Stonebreaker. Stonebreaker takes a shot, deflected by Boji to the near side. Comes back up top, Stonebreaker. Gets it back to the near side to Busher. Busher going to hold on to it for a minute. It's taken out, but great pass in front of the net, actually. Stonebreaker deflected to the far. Held on by Vaughn. Vaughn gets it off the boards. Omaha had to reset, though. Samard trying to get it. Comes over. Stopped right away by Lee. Lee sends it over to Samard. Samard bringing it into the zone again. Comes back. Hook check to the corner, though. Puck still in the near side. Stonebreaker gets it. Nope, they're going to clear as it goes back into Omaha territory. Vaughn gets it. Gets it off the boards. Hits the referee in the skates.
Man, come on, ref.
Sends it back as it's deflected. 36 seconds left. Vaughn gets it behind the net. Looking to pass. Gets it off the boards. To Lee. Lee to Elkins. Elkins going to bring it forward. Sorry, that was Stonebreaker. Elkins has it. Comes in. Takes a shot.
Oh, he
goes in the net.
Drilled in the net.
Should have been a goal.
I think there's a penalty coming for sure. I don't know where the puck ended up. Now, I think
it's in there.
Is it?
Yeah, it's in there.
I thought Wolf
but no, the puck's over there.
That's what I said. I think Wolf had it in his glove because he was walking out with his glove. I tell you what, if he made that save, I'm getting really hyped up about this kid because he's played well, man. You got a body getting in. No fault to Elkins. He's going in hard. He gets taken down from behind right in the goaltender. Goaltender's still well aware enough to make a save on that and take the shot.
That's a tough move.
That's
I missed it, and I'm over here.
So he says, like, I don't see it. The way he was moving his glove skating out is like, I think it's in his glove. That's a heck of a save, man.
20 seconds left in the period. It's Omaha up a man now.
Well, we'll go on a power play, I guess, for 20
seconds at least. Busher taking the drop, sends one back as he hits Pruce. Picks it up. Busher takes it behind the net. Got Bianchetti in front. Pass to Crinklaw. Crinklaw takes a shot.
Oh, there's a goal.
Omaha. Great shot by Crinklaw. And Omaha takes a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, that's to say we have 20 seconds until the next period will continue, but I guess not, as we take about 12 to 14 seconds to hammer that one home. Elkins going to leave the ice a little early as he took a big hit going in that net. Hopefully he's all right. So I'm going to beat feet here a few seconds early and get to the locker room, make sure everything's good.
Puck to the far side of Boji. Bianchetti puts him in the board, and that's the end of the period. And another Boji player down.
That was really nothing at all, too, because Bianchetti even stopped and just kind of rode right into the boards with him.
Well, the referees weren't calling anything
on it either. No, there was nothing called.
No.
I mean, Bianchetti could have lit him up, but I think he saw the numbers, and he just kind of went in with him, and I think the player's all right.
Yeah, he's getting up.
Well, you see a lot of times this is what I always hated, is you end up stabbing yourself with your stick. You like spear yourself as your stick goes in, it's in front of you, and there's nowhere for it to go. I kind of wonder if that's what happened, because it's like, I think Eddie, he pulled up, like big time. So we'll see. Are they really going to call something? They are seriously going to call something.
Yeah, they just because the player's hurt doesn't mean it was.
That is not a penalty. Oh my
Coach
goodness.
is talking to him now.
He's like, "What are you doing?" And anyways, yeah. We're like, well, why aren't we leaving? It's the end of the period. It's like, no, that's JV, right? You're right. It feels like it should be the third period, not the second, but that's why they're staying out. We still got another period to play, but Bianchetti actually was called for it. That's like, I don't agree with that one, especially if they're going to call a board or something like that, because I think they called him a 10 and a 2 on that.
Another one.
Oh my goodness, you're serious? That's not a good call. Come on, guys.
Yeah,
you have to go back and watch that one.
Coach is talking to the referees now at this point, because I don't agree.
Yeah, I definitely don't agree. They haven't put it up quite yet, but.
Coach Kinder talking to the ref still.
There we go. We'll start getting some. They're still updating. 2-minute minor checking from behind is what they said. So we'll see if they gave them. The 10's not in there yet, but they're still making updates. So.
We've seen heavier taps on the. Yeah, I'm not.
We know what kind of taps you're talking about. We're not at a bar though, so we can't count those. No, it was a minor play. It really is. Like I said, I know these guys are aware of let's not light anybody up. We've already had one guy get hurt. We're well in hand. We're controlling the puck like beyond belief right now. Elkins makes his way back. That's what I said. He's going maybe early for the break, but yeah, right. There's no break.
I was wondering if he had to get a different stick or something.
I'm going to go with he had to go.
Oh, probably.
It's like, all right, Coach, we took that extra long break, but the guys were off the ice when they did. So I was like, I should have peed before. It's like getting your kids in the car.
I told you to go before you get in the car.
Yeah, that's exactly. It's like, you guys.
Let's see if I can see his dad or mom anywhere to give us.
I don't know. I don't see them at the moment.
There they are. But they're not looking.
So how'd your family enjoy the game last night?
Oh, it was good. Yeah.
Do they come quite often, or?
Yeah, they try to. Yep. He's got.
I think I've met them.
Both grandparents in town. They're both here again today. So.
Okay. Good. Yeah, it's always good to see a lot of the family. If you ever get a chance to make it, we're getting late in the season here. We only got a few games left. Lincoln next week, Sioux City the following week. Senior night's on the 1st. Fortunately, it's against Fremont. Sorry, Fremont. Nothing personal, but we'd like to see it. I'd really like to see it the weekend before that and be against Sioux City because you want a heck of a game. Maybe get a lot of the kids' friends from school come in and really get a lot of support and just light this place up. But it's a little different against Fremont.
All right, Samard going to take the drop. Is Omaha down a man? He's going to be joined by Preble, Sidoric, and Vaughn. Okoboji taking it over the far side, coming into the Omaha territory. Smart staying on him, though. Getting some help. Sidoric going after it. Still in the corner, poke check.
Oh,
they snuck one in that one.
Wow. Well, there's the 2-0. Or 2-0 is now a 2-1 game. As we put it up at 3-0 on the board. They'll fix that. Got it on the wrong side, but 2-1 game now is. I think it was number 13. Well, a kid we talked about. Last night it just hustled for both games. Well, you get in front of the net, you a little backhand shot. That's all it takes sometimes. There we go. They got the board fixed.
Corrected.
2-1.
Crinklaw trying to get it now as it goes over. Back in Omaha territory. Held on by Wynn. Gets it to Pruce. Crinklaw gets it out of the zone. They flip one back. Picked up by Pruce. Pruce over to Wynn. Tyler holding on to it. Clears it. Sends it across. Deflected by Elkin. And leaves the playing surface.
Well, they gave Boji a goal, but they didn't give him a shot. I'm sure Williams will tell you, hey, guys, there it is. Finally on the board. So you can't score without a shot. They did on varsity last night, but that was on us. It still should count.
Furloff taking the drop. Kicks one back. Crinklaw deflects to the far side. Wynn throwing a stick. Elkin's trying to get it. Picked up by Crinklaw. Crinklaw across to Pruce. Pruce on the near side. Gets one across. Crinklaw bringing it into the zone.
All right, that official wasn't 13. It was 24 that scored it from 13, so maybe there was a tip in afterwards or something that we didn't see. But both those guys, I said, they both played both games last night. Once again, I'm trying to watch numbers and wasn't paying as much attention last night before the varsity game of who was coming out. I should ask the parents over there if they're missing a bunch of players or not, because I kind of wonder.
Just seems short.
I wonder if they had a goaltender already sick and missing. We're getting Pat once again. We got
our fact checker.
Fact checker over here. Pat says yes, they're missing some players, so that makes it even worse, right?
Yeah. Puck on the far side. Elkin's trying to get it. Ooh, what was that? Somebody lost an edge there. Picked up by Crinklaw, taking it into the zone. Comes in.
Oh, what a save.
Great slide by the goaltender on that one. Puck goes high. Preble going after it. He's going to get it in the far side of Omaha. Gets a clear over near side to Stonebreaker. Stonebreaker passing it across to Crinklaw. Trying to get hold of it. Comes back out, picked up by Elkins. Elkins, kind of lost a stick on that one. Crinklaw. That was a wicked move by Crinklaw, and it goes.
Yeah, we'll see
Omaha.
That. I don't know if he went between the legs or not, but we'll see. No, he just pulls it back. That's a nice play by Crinklaw, and once again, goaltender. There's not much he can do there. He just made a phenomenal save right before that as Crinklaw pulled it across and slid across and made the save. But this one, he pulls across, it goes back to his forehands and throws it in the near side for us. Just a nice play, good awareness. Goalie can only cover so much net.
Yep. Picked up, taken forward by Stonebreaker. Kind of gets hit though. Sends it back and picked up. Sends that one across. Hits Roeder. Roeder trying to push it forward now on the far side. Ian Zach back from his vacation in the sin bin. Comes over to the near side. Stonebreaker gets a pass to Zach. Zach crossed, couldn't quite get it. Gets deflected. Picked up by Stonebreaker. Stonebreaker sends one across trying to hit Roeder. Roeder's going to bring it over as he kind of hooked on that one. Barron taking it into the zone. Trying to get a pass as it comes into the near side. Ian Zach holding on to it. Trying to step back. Get it to Berens as it goes into the corner. Barron trying to go after it. Getting some assistance from Zach. It's deflected to the near side. Stonebreaker trying to step in and get it back for Omaha. Stonebreaker coming up with it. Passes. Deflected behind the net. Stonebreaker gets it back. Roeder tries to take a shot. Still loose. Picked up. Passing. Comes over the near corner.
Man, goodness. Oh, big hit there. Barron takes a hit.
Stays up. Zach coming in for a shot. Deflected by the goaltender.
I think a penalty coming as well, though. Roughing is the call.
And one of the players, I don't know if that puck hit him in the face or
No.
if he took a stick to the face, but
Yeah, I think it's number 2 again. He's already been in there once. He's going back. I think it was probably that hit on Barron that came up high. They're going to call it a rough.
I was referring 28 was down. It looked like he may have taken a puck to the face.
Yeah.
He's taken a couple hits
Yeah,
today.
he is.
He's kind of
Not real tall. He's a big kid, though. I mean,
he's favoring that leg, too.
Yeah, I hope he's all right. He took a big, hard hit last night. I think it was in the varsity game and just stood up. Our guy, they kind of looked at each other and was like, he's solid. Give him that.
Puck deflected on the near side. It's Sidork trying to get it. Picked up, taken by Samard in front of the net to the far side. Samard kicks it back to Frolov. Frolov gonna dance with this one. Roughing. Puck goes high, back in Omaha territory. Lee's going after it now. Getting it on the near side corner. Brings it out of the zone. Bobby looks like he's gonna take it into the zone. He does. Goes, dances past one, takes a shot just high. Deflected by Sidork. Sidork gets it on the far side. Passes it back behind the net, trying to hit Elkins. Elkins grabs it. Pass it in front of the net. Deflected. Ooh, his own man blocked that one. He was trying to clear it. As Lee trying to send it back to Sidork. Goes high again. Lee, good stick, holds on to it at the red line. Another minute 8. Smart gets it on the red. Taking it into the zone for Omaha. On the far side. Pass it back to Frolov. Frolov back to Samard. Back to Elkins. Back to Samard. Frolov up top. Gets it back to Samard.
Oof.
Just a little miscue on that pass. Elkins gets it and sends it over to the near side. Is Sidork going after it. He's got Lee up top. I don't know if he did that on purpose, but Lee steps in and got it. Frolov holding on to it in front of the net. Still looses it, clear it, and sends it back over to the near side.
Looked like he thought about doing it, and it just kind of, as he looked up, it came off his stick.
Fate made it happen.
Looked nice. That's fine.
24 seconds left on the power play for Omaha. Sidork bringing down the zone back into the zone. Comes in, tries a shot. Puck's still loose in front of the net, though.
15 seconds.
Busher trying to get it. Lee holds on to it for Omaha. Busher taking it in. 9 seconds left on the power play. Gets it back to Lee. Lee holding on to it. Takes it over the far side. Takes a shot, deflected. Had Zach in front of the net.
Yes, he did. Back to 5-on-5.
5-on-5 is Bruce coming in. Zach holding on to it. Gets deflected, though. Ice Monster gets him. Picked up by Lee. Lee sends it across to the far side to Bruce. Bruce over to Zach. Zach going to bring it into the zone on the far side. Ice Monster got him again. Picked up by Bruce, bringing one forward in front of the net. Dances past 2, tries a back pass.
Save.
I don't even know if the goaltender saw that one, but he blocked it.
He was in good position, though. It's, once again, you get a goaltender is knows where to play. Some of those pucks will just find you.
Stonebreaker holds on to it on the near side. Going to bring it forward. Back in neutral. Pass it up near to Krinclaw on the near side. Ooh, had Stonebreaker there. Couldn't quite pull it off. Stonebreaker holds on to it. Check that. Bruce holds on to it. Sends it in the corner. Picked up by Busher. Busher in the boards. On the corner. Trying to send it back up. Miscue. Omaha forced to reset as Krinclaw gets it at the red line. Trying to get a pass. Gets it to Zach. Zach to the near side. Trying to get Krinclaw again. Sends it over to the far side. Bruce there to get it. Bruce holds on to it for Omaha. Sends it back in the near corner. Zach there to get it. Sprinkler pulls on it. Stonebreaker going after it. Oh, we got a little breakaway. It's Boji going to Omaha territory. Deflected by Williams, picked up by Bruce.
I'm going to call a slash on Stonebreaker, I believe. Oh, geez, guys, what are we doing? I didn't see that. There was a hit behind the play, too.
Yeah,
I don't.
looks like
We
Bruce
might get
may
both
have
of
been
them. Parents on, first time I've seen a little motion out of the Boji parents, so it's understandable. We're going to go on a 5-on-3 for a full 2 minutes here for Boji, man. Yeah, Stonebreaker's just trying to get under the guy as he's trying to get a break. Got a little higher on the hand, so it's a good call on the stick. I heard the hit on the other side, but it was after the whistle, so I think that's part of it. And I don't know if they both went shoulder to shoulder like guys are doing. Just Russ unfortunately won the battle and put the guy in the boards. Got to be smarter than that, right?
Absolutely. Doesn't help us to be a 3-on-5.
No. Although when we had a 5-on-4 and we were down a man, we kind of still ran the puck. So this will give Boji actually an opportunity maybe to see what they can do on a power play.
So we got Simard.
Nope, that's not what you should do. It's not with a 5-on-3. Don't shoot from the point, guys.
Simard, Wynn, and Sidoric in for Omaha. Deflected to the far side. They're shooting from the point. Deflected again over to the near side. 1:38 left on the PK.
Called it tripping on Pruss. Thought maybe it was a hit or something afterwards, but
deflected again, stopped as Williams deflects again. Back on the near side, and it's cleared.
Yeah, we're seeing now this Boji power play is not that good because you got a 5-on-3 and they're taking shots from just way out. No need to do that. Take your time, set it up. I don't know if they're just nervous with the puck right now because you're seeing that. They're just struggling to control it right now.
And Sidoric picks it up and sails it back into Boji territory.
And with 3 guys, that's absolutely the right call. Sometimes with 4 and you're controlling the game, you can back it up. You can do a few things. But Stark just like, we'll just throw it down. That's fine. We're down to a minute.
Boji trying to clear their zone. Gets it out of their zone. As Omaha getting control, or trying to get control in the neutral. Boji taking it into their zone, but losing control of it in a clear. The Simard gets it and sends one. Sidoric sends it out.
Yeah, you don't see with a down by 2 men. You don't see somebody attacking like that. But these guys know that hey, we can afford to give up one body because these guys are not wanting to pass the puck.
You can definitely tell their legs are tired too.
Yeah, that's tough. Don't take those rippers from the blue line, guys. You're not going to get much out of it. There's not a lot of bodies on the ice in front of the net. Just get in and set up.
Off to Flex.
Or do that.
Behind the net is Lee going after it now.
But nobody chasing the puck other than Omaha. So
Lee gets it. He's going to send it off the boards. Clears it. Boji forced to reset now.
It was actually a mistake by Omaha. They should have thrown that right up the middle of the ice. You throw it along the boards, you got a guy at the point. He should have knocked it down, but never mind.
Picked up as Froloff gets it.
There.
Busher going to take it back into Boji's zone.
Maybe a break here.
Break. Takes a shot. Save. Deflected. Lee comes in. Shot. Off
another save.
Goaltender. He's been on fire.
Yeah, that's two good saves, but you don't see too many breaks like that. You see who's got the stronger or the not tired legs.
Yep.
And that team for Boji out there for the power play, it was out there the whole time. So that's a lot of almost 2 minutes already. Omaha's still swapping bodies every time they get a chance.
You got 9 seconds. If Omaha can hold on to it in that territory, you got 2 guys skating short distance back onto the ice. Omaha trying to get it with 7, 6, 5, 2.
Way offsides.
An offsides called with Omaha should be full strength.
Should be 0. We're not sure. They're asking. They're like, do we wait?
Can we go?
Because they're at 0 on the clock. They're asking the refs, should we be? It says 0.
Refs talking. The refs are looking at each other. Should we?
Yeah. They're going to ask there because it hasn't cleared off the board, so there might have been like
100th of a second
left.
left.
Maybe it's like 0.1 or something. We don't see that up on the boards up here, so they'll probably say, hey, wait till it drops off. So I think it's probably the right call. Well, new board, we're learning, right?
Yep. Puck drop, comes back, Omaha full strength.
That's why.
Yep.
Must have been a couple tenths left or something.
Puck comes up, picked up as Busher trying to get the clear. Boji trying to grab it, picked up. Omaha sends it up top. Sends that back in the zone. Stonebreaker gets it. Nope, they didn't call that one.
They called it offsides, and he just didn't touch it. So
Comes over to the near side. Picked up by Boji. Sends it picked up again by Lee in Omaha territory. He's going to dance with this one behind the net at the 6-minute mark here. Omaha gets the clear. Back to Lee. Lee going to bring it into the zone. Pass 2. Holds on to it. Takes a shot. I think they got to hold that one. As Lee, I don't know if he got hit in the arm or something, but he looked like he was winded there. He's back in Omaha territory, and Proust gets it. Comes off the boards to the near side. Passes across. Stonebreaker clears it.
He had Frolov right here in front of us. It should have come down. He'd had some speed going in.
Okoboji taking in, takes the shot from up top. As Proust gets it in the near corner. Coming across.
That's not a good pass.
Passes in front of the net. Takes a shot and a stop by Williams.
Yeah, it's a tough play there. You knocked down, I think it was 28 there. They took the shot, but passed it right to him. He's all alone, but he's coming in straight on the goalie. And anybody tells you, even like we do shootouts and things like that, you see the guys that usually go straight at the goalie don't tend to do well because it's easy for Williams to take away a lot of that net just coming out to the top of his crease. So it doesn't give a lot to shoot at. Gets it right in the chest, and that generally doesn't go through.
Puck over to the near, sails that to the far. Roeder trying to get the clear. Boji holds onto it right at the blue line, though. Goes across, trying to take a shot. Puck loose. Deflected. Preble picks it up. Preble holding onto it. He's going to take it over to the near side. It's like he's probably going to take it out of the zone. Does. But Boji there at the red line to get it. Intercepted by Omaha. Lynn gets it right at the red line. Good reach. Gets it to Roeder. Roeder's going to bring it into the Boji zone. Boji zone. Do-do-do-do. Holding on to it.
Twilight Zone reference?
A little bit.
I got it. I'm old.
Hey, I'm the one that made the reference.
I know. You're a lot younger than I am.
Preble gets it on the near side. Actually, didn't they just come up with a new version of the series or something like that?
Yeah, like 20-some-odd years ago, probably.
No, I think they
the one
did.
in color? Is there another one?
They had something. Yeah, another one in color.
I watched the black and white one. Okay, is that tells you anything?
There's someone in the crease.
I think you went Captain Kirk on us here or something. Although he was in that
he
too.
Was in it.
Yes,
that was the gremlin on the airplane.
The airplane one.
Yeah.
See, I know all that too. Anyways, 4 minutes left. We digress here.
We're running out of material, all right?
I know. What are we going to do for the next game? Oh, my goodness. Well, Derek will be back. I've seen him here tonight already, so that's good. He did make it home finally.
Well, he can tell us about his adventures.
Yeah, absolutely. So Derek's going to have to talk a lot the next game.
Puck deflected over to the far side, picked up by Preble. Preble sending it over. Burin gets it in the corner. Zach trying to hold on to it. Barron holding on, comes in, takes a shot.
Good save.
Roeder. Sorry, Elkins had it.
Yes, he did.
Good to tip, but the great save by that goaltender.
Wolf, he just got a toe on it. Boy, he read it. Good play.
Hit by Preble. A pile up in the corner.
There it is.
Another fun movie reference. You ever see the Blues Brothers where all the cars were always just piling up?
Oh, there we go.
And a goal by Zach.
There we go. Yeah. That's a nice play by Zach, though. You see here is he'll get on a stick, he'll pull it back to his forehand and right over. Goaltender, not a whole lot you can do. Once again, you make a move in front of a net like that. We just said on the other end, having a guy right in front and just taking a shot, that's an easy save. You make that one move. You may have been in front, but you made that move. Goaltender's already down expecting a shot. He's only got so much momentum to go one way or the other.
Yep.
Leaves the top of the net, and Zach doesn't miss. So good for him. Good to see him getting the net. 4-1.
Frolov taking the drop, goes over to the far side, picked up by Stonebreaker. Gets it to Vaughn. Vaughn going to bring it out of the zone. Sends it back across to Stonebreaker. Just almost intercepted, though. And a pass goes forward as Elkins holds on to it on the far side. Takes that behind the net. Kind of gets laid up there as it comes into the near side corner. Vaughn stepping in to get a hold of it. Nice job by Krinklaw to back him up as they send it back into the near corner. Goes behind the net as Elkins trying to get a hold of it. Gets a stick on it. Puck kind of goes high. Loose in front of the net, though. Frolov coming in to grab it. Keeps it in play. Sends one high. Okoboji knocks it down. Krinklaw gets it. Gets leveled on, or hit on that one, I should say. Picked up by Stonebreaker up top. Sends it back into the corner. Comes again as Omaha trying to get Krinklaw grabbing a hold of it. Comes in front of the net. Takes a shot. Deflected. Back to the far. Stonebreaker pushing it into the corner. Comes up top. Elkins takes a shot. High. off the boards as a Crinklaw gets it in the near
Ooh,
corner,
went down.
and the Ice Monster comes out.
Well,
Oh,
right
he did
back
get
to
it,
him.
though.
Yeah,
Good
right back to
timing,
him.
I guess. That kid must have hurt something. He's
going
limping.
slow.
He must have twisted something there. Frolov gets it in their territory as he gets tripped up on that one. Yep.
Yeah, that'll put us back on the power play here with
minute 46.
Yeah, player there for those who knows it too is like, and I don't, like I said, it was 10. It's a trip call. He was trying to hit the puck and caught the skate. It happens. We could live with those kind of calls, right? We don't want to see the dirty hits.
Yep.
Those are just part of the game. So 1:46 left. We'll go on the power play here with a 4-1 lead.
Busher going to take the drop, joined by Bianchetti, Crinklaw, Pruce, and Stonebreaker. Puck goes up, picked up by Pruce, gets it back to Stonebreaker. Stonebreaker holds on to it, gets it to Pruce. Pruce going in, takes a shot just high of the corner. Picked up by Crinklaw. Crinklaw takes a shot, ooh, just off the pad of the goaltender.
Yeah, we got a lot of guys not wanting to set things up in the middle. We're just wanting to take shots from way out. This is a great opportunity here to find some way to get in the middle, try to get those short game going, get some open nets, and maybe get an easy goal.
Bianchetti, they're having issues getting him out of the way too. So this is prime time for them to try that.
Absolutely. There you go. At least I want to see the attempt there to get the guy in the middle. Oh, good kick.
Stop.
Oh, hey.
Puck's still loose. Picked up by Crinklaw, brings one over the near side. 59
right there.
seconds.
That was also another good setup there. Bianchetti right in front, just misses the stick.
As they clear it and send it back to Omaha territory, Bruce going to pick it up. Looks like he's got it. Holds on to it. Gets the clear to Busher. Busher holding on to it now. Going to take it into the zone. Brings it over to the near side. Trying to hold on to it. Gets a pass. Oh, Bruce didn't get his stick down.
No, he didn't.
That's all right. As Omaha forced to reset it again.
Little things matter, right?
Yep.
Yep.
It's back into Omaha territory again. 24 seconds left. Both teams full. No, check that. They didn't even have him on the board. There it is. 33
seconds. Learning to read.
Oh,
right.
New board. Draws another penalty.
There's another one coming. Sure is.
And Omaha gets another skater. Elkins takes a shot.
Once again, don't take that shot. Well, you got 6 seconds, so maybe I'll give you that one. We'd like to see him hold it until that extra skater comes on, and then you got a 6 on.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you'll get a 5-on-3 here for a few seconds. Probably not enough to do much with 6 seconds left, but yeah, you never know. Weird things happen. Win the face-off, right? Plenty of time to take a shot. Line your guys up. You should have enough time not only to pull it back, but make a pass if you need to. So, boy, it's getting really thin on the bench over there. Only 4 guys on the bench right now from Okoboji. My goodness. Well, that was a 5th, so they got 5, 2 in the box.
Puck deflected over to the far side.
You better hurry, though, guys. Can't wait that long. Yeah, that'll do it.
And that's the end of the second period.
Yeah.
I head 4-1.
Yeah, we will get a break on this time.
Yes, it is actually break time now.
It is, because I'm going to go up and get warm. It's cold in here. Door open.
Move your feet around, get some circulation going.
Pat's agreeing as well. These are usually cold anyway. And they open the door for a while. It's like, well, good news is it wasn't like 5 degrees outside today. It's like 30-something, so it's a little warmer. But we are going to take the break.
All right.
And we'll be back here in
a couple minutes and
couple 15 minutes, something like that. So we'll see you here in a few.
All right.
Later.
And we're back.
Did we leave?
Well,
I did.
the microphone.
Yeah, you were here. Join the brisk rink today here at Liberty First Credit Union Arena.
I think I have a suggestion. Maybe a couple of extra heaters once in a while.
Well, yeah.
Not all the time.
Not opening the doors in winter usually helps, but couldn't be avoided. Update on the player of Boji. Said you talked to the medic.
Yep.
Said he's okay. It was mainly out of precaution. Could be a minor concussion, but so.
most of the stuff they were doing just simply out of precaution, normal protocol, she said. So, good news.
Yeah, looks like he'll be all right. So, good to know. Unfortunately, he just doesn't get to play the rest of the day. So, big loss there for a team that's already short man. So,
yep. Hate to see a kid get hurt like that. So,
yeah,
we wish him the best, regardless.
But here we are at a 4-1 game. Still got a period to play.
One period left.
One period left. It's been moving fairly quick considering there hasn't been a ton of stoppages, which is what you like to see at this point. But, we're only a 3-goal deficit, so, the likelihood we're getting to a 6-goal and getting a lot of time off that clock quick, probably not as much. But that's all right.
Well, Omaha is going to start up 2 men going into this period at least. So
15 seconds, I believe.
Yeah, something like that. Yep.
I do like when you run the break for the middle, we have a specific on-one on this new scoreboard that probably doesn't erase everything else like we used to see in the past. Kind of runs everything else, and you come back and everything's right there for you.
Bam.
It's kind of nice.
It is.
Yeah, they said, I know Sarah Morgan they're still learning how to use the thing, and hopefully by next week they'll get a little bit better at it and start getting a little more use out of it and all of its bells and whistles. So, see how that goes.
We're going to have Busher taking the drop. He's going to be joined by Bianchetti, Crinklaw, Wynn, and Stonebreaker. I think they're, I was going to say, they're referee's like, there should be one more guy in the box.
Where's the other guy? They're like, we don't have that many. Come on. There he is. That is not one of the guys that's up on the board. I don't think it's the right guy. Interesting enough, but okay. That's fine.
We go forward. Stonebreaker going to bring it into the zone. Gets past one behind the net. Ketty sneaking in there, too. Puck deflected.
Got too many men on the ice. That was a confusing play if you were watching the bench. So number 28 comes off. The penalty's still up on the boards. Still going. He just kind of slowly steps up and starts skating away, and then the player starts coming out of the box. So technically you have, and they did whistle right there because the play was stopped anyway. And good for the refs. Don't give him another. They're talking about it probably, but they're like, we're not going to give him another penalty. The refs down the end, he's the guy that had to call it. It was the linesman that was up here. He just looked at it like, it's not really affecting anything, but.
Puck in the corner, Stonebreaker kicking it out, picked up by Busher. Busher sends
it. Goodness.
Check that. Omaha clears it out of the zone. Busher picks it up, sends it back over to Wynn.
Oh, my goodness, guys. What are you doing?
Just a little bit in front or behind everybody on these lately.
Oh, my. That's icing.
Deflected. No, I think Stonebreaker just touched it.
Okay, yeah. Good.
Deflected to the far side, picked up by Wynn. Wynn sends it back into the corner. Right in front, Bianchetti almost got a hold of that one. Good attempt there. Looks like they're trying to set something up now. Well done, Busher. Takes a shot. Deflected a little wide. Picked up by Bianchetti. Sends it back up top to Wynn. Wynn holding on to it. Sends it across to the near to Busher. Busher sends it back. Crinklaw sends it over to Stonebreaker. Stonebreaker back to Crinklaw.
Whoa.
Oop. Puck deflected to the far side. Picked up by Wynn. 40 seconds left on the power play for Omaha. Wynn kicks it back to Crinklaw. Crinklaw in front of the net.
Trouble.
Deflected over to the near side. Held on by Stonebreaker. Stonebreaker to Busher. Busher holding on to it.
There's some sticky ice tonight or something.
Stonebreaker gets it in the Omaha territory. 20 seconds left on the power play for Omaha. As he does, Crinklaw brings it behind the net. Looking to pass. He's got. Crinklaw has it. Sorry, that was Busher that had it.
Yep.
Sends it up top. Picked up by Lee. Lee going it. Busher takes the shot. Deflected. Puck still loose. Still loose. Comes over to the near side. They're going to clear that back in. Stopped right at Williams. Picked up by Wynn. Wynn bringing it to the far side. Gets it to Lee. Lee taking it out of the zone. Good pass across to Barron. Cooper bringing it forward to the far side. Deflected. Picked up by Lee again. Lee on the near side passing. Oh, Roeder gets it in the zone, but picked up by Boji. Kind of run into each other a little bit there on that one. As the puck goes back into Omaha territory with a clear. Picked up as Pruce going after it on the far side. Sails it over to the near, gets it to Lee. Lee gets it to Roeder. Roeder deflects, gets it as Zach trying to clear it. Gets it to Roeder again. Right at the blue line here. Gets it back to Lee. Lee sails it across, picking it up to Pruce. Pruce goes to Barron. Goes high again. Picked up by Lee. Lee bringing one forward, back out of into the zone. Pass one.
Nice.
Goes to the far side. Goes behind the net. Lee holding on to it a little. I don't know if he lost it or poke check on that one.
No, he lost it. I think he was trying to make a move to come back on the short, the far side of the net over there. I think he was going to pull it back and just tap it out front, and he just stuck to his stick a little bit.
So it goes back in Omaha territory. Williams stops it, sends it over to the near side. Omaha kicks it out. Roeder reaches for it, couldn't quite get a hold of it as it goes. Icing called on Omaha.
Yeah, you can usually tell by the body language there, and he was well positioned. He tries to pull back, and it just kind of comes off funny on the end of the stick, and so he's just, I'll just keep skating with it. But Lee's got pretty good hands, man. I know he's a defenseman coming in, but I guess he's played some forward. But he's made a nice move just even getting into the zone, just kind of tapping that through a couple bodies and just without really missing stride. So I've been impressed with his hands so far.
Puck comes over to the near side, picked up, deflected. Crinkle got a stick on it, and William dives on top.
It's like, let's not make this any harder on ourselves.
No, let's not do that.
Yeah, it's funny after big games like last night, big, lots of shots and stuff. We see the shots now like 34-12 here in the third. Sunday games seem to be much more relaxed and closer for some reason. I don't know if you expect both teams to be tired, but kind of interesting that it's still only a 3-goal game with this Omaha team controlling the play of the game for the most part. Well,
sails that across, and it's goaltender hit it. I don't know why he did.
I don't either. He's like, I want to get this game over with, guys. We got another game yet.
Pass in front of the net. Shot.
Oh, he doesn't know where
goes
it is.
High,
good save.
Behind the net as Elkins going after it now. Gets it out to Crinclaw. Takes a shot. Go! Omaha!
Yeah, I mean, not that he could do anything to save the shot there, but he probably shouldn't have played the initial puck. I don't know what the mindset was, but I didn't see anybody waving it off by any means. But either way, 5-1.
11:16 left in the game. Frolov going to take the drop. Kick back. Vaughn going after it on the far side. Vaughn sailing across over to Preble. Preble bringing it out of the zone, gets it off the boards, trying to hit Elkins. Elkins going after it in the zone, and icing called on Omaha. A little too much on it.
Yeah. This is where you like that 6-goal lead, because all these icings, the clock would keep running. We get this over, get off to the next game.
Yeah.
We got some football to watch today, right? It's going to be starting here really soon.
No change on the lineup for Omaha.
What was that? Oh.
The drop comes over the near side.
Hat trick, was it? Hat trick there for Crinclaw.
Elkins on the near side, going after it. Gets it back. It's Crinclaw trying to get a hold of it. And I think that's Elkins gets it. Passing it back to Frolov. Frolov dancing past one. Gets it to Elkins. Elkins pushing it forward. Still in the corner. Little hit. Crinclaw bringing it out of the zone. Sitting it back to Preble. Preble holding on to it. Kicks it up to top, or up to, there you go. Crinclaw takes a shot off the post.
Somewhere. Where's it at? There it is. It went up there a long time, didn't it?
It did. I thought he had blown the whistle.
Came down flat, too, right on the ice. Didn't hit the boards or nothing. Ooh, high stick.
Ooh, high stick called.
Don't play it. Don't play it. There you go. Smart
going
play.
After it.
Oh, he waved it off. I think Vaughn might have thought that it was their high stick because he hit it, and he kind of looked, he had his hands up in the air, and was like, no, it was theirs.
Puck on the near side. Preble holding on to it. trying to pass
that's
in
up
front. Goes high again.
There it is again.
Vaughn grabbing it, sends it over to the far side. Comes over to the near. Krinkle holding on. Frolov comes in, takes a shot, goes behind the net. Puck still. Oh, goaltender covered that one.
Yep. Oh, still 9.5 minutes plus left.
Change on the line. Coming in. Looks like we're going to have Bianchetti, Simard, Sidoric, Wynn, and Stonebreaker. Puck goes into the corner. Simard grabs it, takes it behind the net. Sends it over to Sidoric. Sidoric got a man on him, though. Comes on the near side. Simard holding on to it. Gets it behind the net to Sidoric. Takes an elbow to the head on that one. Ooh. Still behind the net is Simard trying to come out with it. Steals it back in the corner. Kicks it back behind the net again. Simard trying to get that possession back. Bianchetti grabs it. Brings it over to the near side. Gets a pass to Sidoric. Oop, checked that. Intercepted. Simard gets it up top. Sends it to the far side. Bianchetti trying to get it back to Stonebreaker. They're going to send it in Omaha territory. Simard grabs it in Omaha side. Comes over to the near. Gets it off the boards, cleared. Nice pass to Sidoric. Sidoric bringing it back into Boji's zone. Gets a pass to Simard. Takes a shot. Still loose.
Ooh.
Still loose. As the puck gets grabbed by Simard, takes a shot. Goaltender blocks that one as it comes over to the near side. Wynn gets it up top. Dances to one. Gets it to Bianchetti. He's got two men on him, though.
Oh.
Wynn stepping in to grab it. Gets it to Simard. Simard trying to get that to Wynn. Good attempt.
Did. He just off the tip of his stick.
As he does, Stonebreaker going after it on the near side. He's going to get it in Omaha territory behind the net. Sends it across to the far. Gets that to Sidoric. Sidoric back to Stonebreaker. Looks like he's going to pass. Gets the pass off. Trying to hit Simard.
Ooh.
They're going to call icing.
Yeah, he did, and I think Wolf learned it from the last one. Hey, I'm not going to play this time. But it was interesting because the defenseman here for Boji over on the far side from us was right in front of the ref. Went to stick a stick on, he pulled it back. I think he could have touched it. Usually you'll see the refs just wave it off, but surprisingly they didn't, as I think they'd want to get this game just going. Oh, the music's gotten worse.
I didn't know who chose this one.
That comes from our guys over there across the way, so that's on us.
Busher going after it. He's coming at the goaltender. Takes a
Oh,
shot.
nice.
Go! Omaha.
Yeah, that's a nice play there by Busher to recognize that Wolf hadn't come out of his net. He should have pulled out to the top of his crease at least to take down that angle. Generally, you'll see guys that want to go that far side. Not an easy shot, but nonetheless, you'd leave a lot of net open.
And Omaha hits 6-1. Furloff going to take the drop. Gets kicked back, trying to get that one to Bruce. Bruce gets it to Lee. Lee sends it across to Furloff. Furloff taking it. Tried to pass that to Busher.
Yes, he did.
Just a bit ahead of it. Bruce trying to get it back now. Gets it for Lee. Sends it back to the near. Busher trying to get a hold of it in the corner. Furloff steals it back. Gets a pass in. Lee. Shot. Go!
Yeah,
Omaha. And there's your running clock.
Disregard what I said earlier about getting because they come in big numbers quick right now, all right? So now it's 7-1. So, yeah, once this puck drops, barring a penalty or another goal, we should have a running clock the last 7.5 minutes. As many stoppages that we've been getting, that's probably a good thing. Let's kind of press on.
Yeah, they still haven't run it yet.
Oh, they should keep it stopped once they're on a goal. So they should stop it for goals and penalties.
Gotcha. Still
Although
coming
they weren't
over the near side.
The varsity game, they weren't stopping it in the late one, even if there was a goal.
Vaughn holding on to it. Gets a pass across to Lee. Lee going to go back into the zone over to the far side. Comes in, takes a shot.
Oof.
I think he just got the post on that.
Might have, yeah. Might have been a save in.
Comes over to the near side, back in Omaha territory. Vaughn going after it right now in the near side corner. Gets it to Lee. Lee on the far side, getting a pass. Trying to connect that one to Busher. They push that back in the corner. Vaughn going after it now behind the net. Vaughn gives that one off to Frolov. Going to bring it out of the zone into the near side. Back into Okoboji territory. Comes in, takes a shot. Saved by the goaltender. 6:48 left. Still no running clock.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing. There should be a running clock. I'm thinking the ref might say run the clock, right? Yep, there we go. The ref's like, hey, what are you doing? I think just not realizing, late in the game, like, oh, shoot, I forgot.
It's habitual, right?
Yeah, it is. It's like, no, run the clock, guys.
Roeder going to take the drop on this one. Sends that back, picked up by Boji behind the net, sails it over the far side. Preble stopping it at the blue line, kicking it back. Picked up right away by Zach. Zach, gets it over to the near side. Roeder going after it in the corner. Miles kicking it over behind the net to Zach. Zach grabbing it, sending it off the boards. Preble trying to hold it in play. Pile up on the boards, though. They're going to get the clear. Tyler's there to get it, though. Holds on to it, no Omaha territory. Gets a good pass over to Roeder. Comes over to the near side. Roeder reaching back to get it. Getting some help is Boji.
Roeder comes
going back and forth a little bit. Roeder sends it back, trying to get Preble. Ooh. Little bit of a miscue on that whiff. As it goes back into the far corner. He was going to kill it.
He thought he was going to kill it. Got to hit it first.
Picked up by Wynn. Wynn dancing past 1-2 in front of the net. Tries to take a shot. Still loose.
Man.
It goes over to the far side. Puck cleared as it goes back in Omaha territory. And Williams is going to go ahead and grab it for Wynn. Takes it over to the far side. He's going to come out of the zone with it. Back into Boji's zone as Boji was going in for a change. Kind of sticky right there, apparently. That's like the third time that's happened.
Might have been the stick from the defenseman there that knocked that one away.
Puck loose.
Go!
Oh, man. Omaha. Cooper Barron, I think, snuck that one in.
Did he?
I think so. And Omaha goes ahead 8-1.
There we go. Good for him. I think that's his 4th of the season.
I believe so.
A little slow start, but he's kind of coming on here late. Be in the right place, right? Sometimes look for those rebounds.
Boucher going to take drop on this. 5 minutes and counting. Boji takes a shot, deflected over to the near side. I think somebody's skate got that.
Yeah.
Over to the far. Krinklaw picks it up on the far side. Gets a good pass to Elkins. Couldn't hold on to it, though. Elkins. Nope, check that. Omaha forced to reset. Bruce coming into the zone with it. Takes one to the far side. Busher holds on to it. Gets a pass across to Krinklaw, bringing that into the zone. In front of the net, trying to pass that one to Busher. Couldn't quite connect that one. Goes over. Picked up by Krinklaw. Takes a shot. Deflected over to the near side. Stonebreaker there to get it. Stonebreaker trying to pass in front of the net. Goaltender pokes, checks that one to the near side. Picked up by Krinklaw. He gets it off the boards, passing that to Busher. Takes a shot. Goaltender stopped the first one. Go! Omaha!
Busher gets that one. Yeah, it's. Whew. I said it was a close game at 4, but they're putting 5 up in this period. I think a lot of this is just straight out fatigue for both not only your skaters but your goaltender, as he's been up and down just an absolute ton.
Yes.
43 shots, but that doesn't even come close to accounting for how many shots that get blocked, missed, that your goaltender's still up and down. Boy, just imagine that. Just doing squats all morning long for hours, right?
I can barely do 2 at this point, so.
Oh, that's on you, buddy. But then he's like, now he's got to do another again, so. Thinking as a goalie, he's like, oh, I'm happy that thing hit the netting because that just keeps the clock running and let's get this over with. Let him get a little break because they still, boy, I feel bad for him because he's got to play against varsity next.
Yep. They got Vaughn playing forward.
Oh, well, there we go.
So, they're making some changes out there, I guess.
Yeah, they're like
and
that.
Samard, I think, is playing D.
He is.
Kind of.
Kind of. Not really. He forgets. He's like, oh, I'm just going to shoot, I think.
Yeah, good stop again by the goaltender on that one.
Yeah, and he, like I said, you feel bad for parents on the other side going, yeah, we're just getting shellacked here, and guys are still coming at us hard. That's what these guys are trained to do, right? You can't stop your game and just kind of stand around.
Yep.
Unfortunately, like we say, if you don't like it, you shouldn't be in the league then, really, is how it kind of works out. And I know this is a new team for this first year, and hopefully they get better, but I think it's bad for them, but it's also bad for the teams you're playing when you come into a league that's got some pretty high-quality talent, and they have to play a team that's not that good, and it really kind of takes some good games and quality competition away from these guys because we lost Kansas City. We lose 2 games against the defending champs to play Boji 4 times this year. Now, it's just hard for a team like Omaha to swallow. They want competition. They want to get better, right? So,
absolutely.
So it is what it is. These guys are like, we're just going to keep playing. Sorry.
Picked up by Sidoric in the corner as we approach the 2-minute mark. Sidoric holding on to it. Comes up to the near side to Preble. Preble trying to send it into the near side corner. Boji trying to get the clear. Preble sends it back. Back behind the net it goes. Back into the near side. Preble trying to get a stick on it. He's able to stop it, but Boji grabs it back. It's stopped at the blue line. Bianchetti grabs it back, taking it into the zone. Gets a pass.
Ooh.
Goaltender still active.
Yeah. I think off his own player's stick there, deflected it.
Smart goes behind the net. Looking to pass it. Sends it across to
good save.
Frolov.
Good shot.
Puck's still loose. Puck.
Another good save. Yeah,
Goaltender has been
still facing close to 50 shots here now. Yeah, making some good saves still, but that's a good setup. We talked last night during the second game with Robbie, and you want to see that short game, inside game, because we really need to work on that a ton. If nothing else, you got to get something out of this game as you get ready for Sioux City down the road. You get ready for Des Moines. You get ready for these other teams in playoffs potentially. So that's a good time to see things like that, where Frolov's gotten in a couple really good hard shots right up close. That's what you want to see.
Mm-hmm. As they take it back in Omaha territory, and we cross the 1-minute mark. Stonebreaker trying to steal it back, and puck deflected high into the.
He's upset by that. He's like, come on, man.
34 seconds.
He's like, yeah, because it was getting close. What's going on here? No, he sees I got speed. I got nobody in front of me that's going to do anything. And, I put it in the bench hooks. It was a good stick by the defenseman just to keep it in play. Knock it out of play.
Deflected as it goes back into Boji territory. 15 seconds left. Brinklow was going after it. Stonebreaker gets it behind the net. Trying to sneak that one in.
Whoa.
Puck goes high into the safety net.
That'll end the game there with 9-1 final.
9-1.
All right, well, we're running a little behind because this should be our start time, but we did finish early last night, so let's say it'll balance.
You got to bed earlier than expected.
Earlier than expected. Yeah, I'll go with that. That's fine. All right, well, there we go. Final 47-12 on shots, 9-1 game. Omaha wins this one. They'll move up in the standings slightly.
Glad to see.
Yeah, and now we'll get some warm-up here from varsity will come out. I'd like to see how many of these Boji players come out. If there's any more that come out, or is this really the team? Because I hadn't really paid much attention. I didn't see too many of them coming out last night. Didn't get an opportunity to ask the parents. We talked to a couple of them, one or two of them last night a little bit, but of how many kids are missing. And I'm good to see right there. Our guy's giving some high fives to the goalie and say, hey, good job, man. It got rough at the end, but that's okay. It happens. But I would not think these guys would want to stay out and warm up, right? I think they're probably warm. I have not seen any other Boji players come off the ice.
Not yet.
Or coming into the ice. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 9 out there. I mean, they played with 11 last night for JV. They came back with 9 for varsity. Maybe had a couple guys they didn't think were up to playing up.
So it looks like a couple of them are staying out.
20 did not play that last game. He's their leading scorer for varsity. But the rest of the team's staying out. So I think, wow.
There's only 7 out there right now.
That's not good.
We'll see.
There's 8. There are 8, so I'm gonna make an assumption that the kid that got hurt was a varsity player, and now that was your 9th. So I don't know if they're gonna attempt to play this game with 8 players. Gosh, I sure hope not. I mean, I don't even remember what the rules are. There is a point where you can't play because you don't have enough players. I mean, if nothing else, you bring your JV guys and put them on the bench and say if they're on your roster, hey, they're on your roster. You at least got enough players to play the game if that's what you want to do, but I can't remember what it is. I want to say it's, I don't know. Anyhow, we'll take a break. We'll be back in about 20, 25 minutes maybe.
We'll see everybody.
We'll get this thing started. Take care.
Bye.